Hi and welcome back or welcome to my All the Perfume YouTube channel. In this video I'll be reviewing Aphrodite by Soki London. So firstly, thank you so much to Sophie for sending me her second fragrance to try. So I've also reviewed Sophie's first perfume, Empress, and that was at the end of 2022. I will link my full review video below. And I just really love Empress because for me it's a reminder of the build up to Christmas, that festive, magical feeling, and the perfume itself is really addictive. It's a mix of strawberry, patchouli and also popcorn, and I found it really great quality, which I know Sophie wanted for her scents in her collection. With all that in mind, I've definitely been looking forward to trying Aphrodite. So as Empress is more of an evening and a winter scent, this time around Sophie wanted to create something more summery and tropical. She says she is a fan of Guerlain's Coconut Fizz, but as that was discontinued, she felt with Aphrodite she could create something alternative that smelled a little bit like it. Let's take a look at the packaging. We have with this bottle this beautiful shade of pink that I've been really enjoying, even though I have a lot of pink bottles in my collection already. I love this particular shade. I think this looks really good. Pink is the colour of the year, as Sophie has said herself, what with the release of the Barbie film, and I like the kind of romantic vibe with Aphrodite as our perfume name. It's really nice, I've been enjoying it. The lid is this cute pearl, and I love that kind of nod to the ocean. And the bottle itself feels weighty and like good quality. I like that it's like multifaceted, so it feels like Empress, what with that being the star bottle, but different. It's in line with Sophie's brand, but it's not a flanker, like it's a scent in its own right. So yeah, I've been enjoying the bottle. I did think to myself with Empress, when Sophie's subscribers had given feedback and said they felt the name of the scent should be on the bottle, I didn't really understand that. I thought, actually, I think I prefer the name not being on there. What's the difference? But with Aphrodite being on this one, actually I can see how that looks really good. So yeah, I think that's a nice improvement to the fragrance line. I'm pleased with this. The box, as you can see, is a lighter shade, and I won't be keeping it. I very rarely keep a perfume box. But I will say with this one, I appreciate the information about the scent and also about Sophie and her brand on the sides of it. So that's quite nice too. I think anything where passion with fragrance is shown, I'm happy about that. So yeah, pleased with the packaging. I think it looks really good. Sophie's campaign also keeps things sea themed, and she's dressed as a mermaid and it all looks really beautiful. Really great shots there for the advertising of Aphrodite. Today I'm wearing my I'd Rather Be a Mermaid t-shirt, which you can just about see on camera, as a little bit of a nod to the theme of this scent. So now we need to get into the notes. So the notes in Aphrodite are mango in the top, in the middle lotus flower and palm leaf, and in the base aquatic notes and coconut. Now with the packaging and how this bottle looked, and the fact that Sophie had said this would be tropical, I was expecting a scent a little bit like Katy Perry's Mad Love, which I talk about fairly often. That is tropical, mouth-watering, strawberry, sorbet and coconut. So they were my expectations. Now I'm going to give it a test. So I wore lots of this last night, but for my review, I've got my blotter ready. I finally bought some, and I'm going to give Aphrodite a spray. So on my first impression of this, going back to a month ago, so Sophie sent this to me in August and we're now in September. This was so much more green than I expected and very different to anything else I tried. I could definitely smell that mango in the top, but rather than like a fruity, juicy mango, it was a lot more fresh. The coconut is light, it's not there in like a creamy kind of way. And the perfume feels really aquatic and salty, so like a fresh, like sea scent, like something for the beach. I definitely liked it. I was really impressed with how different it was because, as I'd said, I was expecting it to be like things I already had, whereas actually I found it had something completely different. And yet it didn't remind me of anything else. It was just so much more green. So Sophie had also said that she wanted to capture that feeling of going on a tropical holiday, and she mentioned Florida from when she was a child, and you step off the plane and you get that kind of lush smell of the vegetation, that green smell. And I think with Aphrodite you definitely get that green coming through. That's the overall effect for me. But also I do love the dry down on the skin. So last night, wearing lots of this, my skin smelled really good. It was like a saltiness to it. And that's what makes me think this would be such a good scent to take on holiday, not least in the fact that it's created as a reminder of holidays and being somewhere tropical, not in England with very varied weather as I currently film. But yeah, to actually enjoy this on a holiday would be amazing, as well as feeling like you've kind of got the holiday at home too. I also think that this is a different interpretation of mango to what I'm used to. So I've had mango in scents with Escada Sunset Heat and with Britney Spears' Private Show VIP, where they're more kind of juicy, fruity, mixed with other things. But with the mango in Aphrodite, it's in the top and it's very noticeable. And Sophie also talked about that kind of cutting into a mango when it's fresh, and I can see how that's been achieved with this scent. She says how she wanted this to feel really strong in the perfume, because with other fragrances, those top notes certainly don't last. With Aphrodite, you've got 30% concentration of perfume oil, and so yeah, that is mango well and truly coming through, not with other things mixed in, but yeah, this stands out as a really great mango scent. I think you'll really enjoy Aphrodite if you're looking for an unusual, quite different summer scent. I know that summer scents tend to be quite light, and for me, when I see flankers of perfumes I love, or flankers to perfumes claiming to be summer scents, I don't really rush to them. I do usually find them too light. But Aphrodite isn't that. It's certainly strong and something that lasts well, that will get you noticed. When I first tried it, I hadn't even tried Coconut Fizz, so for me it was just a completely different experience, and something that, yeah, definitely stands alone in my collection. So since my first test of Aphrodite, I have actually retested Ellis Brooklyn's Salt perfume. So I was in Liberty London the other day and couldn't resist giving that fragrance another try because I really enjoy it. And it was reminding me of something, and I just couldn't place what it was reminding me of. Then, of course, Aphrodite. And I find them quite similar, even though the notes aren't shared. But as you would expect with a name like Salt, they both share the kind of salty, aquatic dry down. So yeah, that is a scent that if you've tried can give you a little bit of a frame of reference for what Aphrodite smells like. So is Aphrodite worth it? At the time that I'm filming, a 50ml bottle like I have here retails at £69. Now that is at the higher end of what I personally would spend on a fragrance. But it is worth saying that Sophie often runs 10% discounts and things online, so it's worth following her on Instagram to see where you can get a little bit taken off of the price. Because I find it so unique, I would argue that it is worth it, and also with the fact that it is long lasting. It's a scent that if you can sample first and you really like, I think with £69 you're getting your money's worth. It's not a 30ml, it's a 50ml, so yeah, it's a decent size, it lasts really well, and it feels like a unique fragrance. Plus it's pretty for displaying too. Something I do like with Sophie's range is that you can buy a sample. So a 1.5ml sample costs £5, but happily you can then receive a voucher within that sample to redeem against a full-size bottle. So that's a great way of trying the fragrances. You can do the same with Empress. Quite new to Sophie's line as well are the 15ml refillable, I believe, so that's really great, travel size spray bottles, and the Aphrodite one is this beautiful pearly pink, and I think that would be a really good way to try this scent, because as I think also this would make a really good holiday perfume, buying that size means you can take it on your holidays really easily, so that's perfect, worth checking out. As I said before, I really like this and I do want to wear lots of it, enjoy it, especially next summer. I think it will do really well in the summertime, and yeah, one that you're going to want to wear and get noticed for sure. So thank you again to Sophie for sending me the perfume to try. I really enjoyed experiencing it firsthand, finding out more about the background, and I can't wait to see what you bring out in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope my review gave you a little bit more insight into what Aphrodite smells like. I will include the link to buy below, and also my link to Empress, so you can watch that review as well. Please do chat to me in the comments and ask any questions. And also, if you've enjoyed this video, please do give the video a like and remember to subscribe to my channel. I have lots more reviews and lots more reviews to come as well. You can also find me on Instagram, where I post daily, my blog, TikTok, and on Threads. Thank you again, and I'll see you in my next video. Click, click.